today we've got Ross, who's coming for a check, dental check, and we're also going to be using the scanner to see what a 3D model of your mouth and your teeth would be like. So no, thanks for coming, Ross.
No worries.
So just tell us a little bit about what you do, Ross.
So I'm a 19-year-old from Preston originally, and I'm a professional BMX racer. So I'm a full-time cyclist, currently based in Manchester, and like I say, my job is to train and ride my bike every day.
How'd you get into that? That's such a, that's so different.
Yeah, it's quite a funny one. My dad actually had quite a serious cycling accident, and one day up to the hospital, we just passed the track on London Road, just on the bus, and then it was kind of we should take a look, and it all started from there. So it was kind of quite weird, really, that cycling had almost ruined his life for a few years, and then it kind of brought it into mine. But yeah, I was a 6-year-old lad willing to try anything, and I went from doing club races to regionals to nationals to world championships. It kind of all came in a flash.
When did you realise that this is actually serious? I'm gonna fully commit.
So I always knew everyone told me I had a talent or I was good at it, but I first won the world championships in 2012 when I was 11, just as I was transitioning to high school, and that was kind of a step back where I knew that's what I wanted to pursue, and that's what I wanted my career to be.
Yeah. And so what are some of the highlights since?
Going to the Youth Olympics in 2018, being the flag bearer for Team GB, that was pretty cool. So the Youth Olympics it's like the summer games. It works on a 4-year cycle, so you have to be in the age bracket, so it fell well for me, and it was really cool to go and hold the flag up for the country. That was pretty cool, and I'd say there's too many moments. Like I say, we travel the world every year, and well, this year's an exception. But yeah, I just love going out and putting the GB shirt on and running for my country. Yeah.
So what's a week like? What's a normal week?
So we normally do probably three gym sessions a week, followed by 3 sessions on the bike on the track in Manchester, and then we do some mobility training, maybe some sprint on the bike training, and a lot of eating and resting. A lot of eating and resting.
So you got to keep in shape all the time, basically.
But like we say, it's not only physical health, it's mental health, and like we hear, dental health. Especially with athletes nowadays, there's a lot of supplements, and such as a lot of people having Lucozade or the isotonic gels, which have a high sugar content, and it's had to be found that athletes later on in their life have dental problems. So I think it's really important to keep on top of that from an early age, and it's kind of as important as your physical health is, really, isn't it?
And what's your experience of dentistry been like? Have you had some nightmares?
Well, I used to love the dentist as a kid. From when I was a kid, you used to get a big sticker, so I always really enjoyed it. And I haven't really had any nightmares. I don't think I've ever had a proper feeling or anything like that. It was only ever kids' feelings where they put some gel on and say you couldn't eat for half an hour, which was the worst thing in the world. But yeah, I think my, touch wood, so far, my dentist experiences have been pretty bob on.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. It gives us all hope that there can be good experiences at the dentist. Are there any sorts of things that you've thought about doing in terms of your teeth, any procedures or anything like that?
Well, I've always wanted to do white. I think everyone does. I wouldn't say I have bad teeth, but I know I was quite lucky. My sister had to have braces, and she had them on for a few years, but I never really needed braces or anything like that. But yeah, everyone wants to look like Simon Cowell with big white teeth. That's obviously, it's not essential, but it'd always be nicer to have a happy looking smile for sure.
All right, well, let's have a little look at how things are, and then we'll get the scan going. Okay, so you start opening your jaw, and then
I don't know if it's a myth, but every morning I tend to have orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
I once got told never to brush straight after. What's your thoughts on that, or is that just...
Okay, so there's some truth to that. So
Okay.
every time you eat, your teeth actually soften.
Right.
And when they soften, it means it's easier to brush away the outer layers of your teeth.
Okay.
Especially if it's citrus and on the acidic side. So
Right.
lemons, oranges, that sort of thing is on the acidic side. So if you have something like that and then brush straight away, you can actually brush away your enamel.
So you should either just obviously wait a little while.
It takes about 40 minutes
Okay.
for the teeth to harden again, and then you're safe to
makes
brush.
sense.
But yeah, that's actually there's some truth to that, in that every time you eat or have something that's more acidic, your teeth soften.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
No, thank you for coming. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah.
See you in person. And what I'll do is I'll definitely get in touch once I've got your whitening trays, and I'll see you again and we'll talk about
That's
that
perfect.
whole process.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, so Russ, I just wanted to find out from you in terms of when I first saw you for the scan.
Yeah.
How was the scan for you? How did you find the process?
Yeah, so I thought it was quite easy. It was really professional, and I was amazed with what it brought up on the computer afterwards. It's a state of the art piece of technology, and yeah, it was really easy, really straightforward, and it was super comfortable for myself as well.
Yeah. And did you feel like it took a long time to do the scan, or
no? It was way quicker than I thought as well. I thought I'd be coming in and it'd be quite a long-winded thing, but it was way quicker than I imagined.
Yeah.
It was a cool experience.
And the good thing was we were able to use that scan to make your whitening trays as well.
Yeah.
So with the whitening trays, how was the fit of the whitening trays?
Yeah, so when I first came in and saw yourself and picked them up, I couldn't believe how tight they were to my teeth, because they're a perfect mould, and yeah, it was a really, really comfortable experience.
Yeah. And then in terms of the whitening, now one of the things that comes up sometimes with people is that when they're whitening their teeth, it can get quite sensitive. And I know you experienced that as well. So just tell us about that experience. Was it on the first day? How did that go for you?
So it's probably maybe a week in. I was happily doing it night and day. And then one day I woke up and it was quite sensitive. So like I said, I spoke to yourself. I had the night off and the next morning off, and I was happy to continue on a reduced cycle, like we said. But it wasn't severe sensitivity, but it wasn't enough to put me off it at all, because I started seeing results instantly. Within the first week, seeing boys that I live with and friends and family, they were kind of saying, "Oh, your teeth look whiter," and I'd explained to them what was going on. So that was pushed to the side instantly. But yeah, like we said, there's ways around sensitivity. Just by using it less, basically.
Awesome. And in terms of, going forward, is there anything that you're going to change in terms of your habits, diet, or brushing, flossing,
I think the main thing will be obviously brushing and flossing as always, especially now that I've gained a colour I'm more than happy with. I'll keep that up, and quite a lot on my diet as well. Being an athlete, I tend to have a lot of smoothies and acidic fruits, oranges, and a bad thing for myself would be sometimes I'd be eating an orange with breakfast and then going upstairs, brushing them straight away, or having a smoothie and spreading it out over the hour. And I think from now on, I'll be a lot more cautious of how long I let foods or coloured substances such as smoothies or even pasta, how long I let it sit on my teeth. I'm quite conscious now to swill my mouth afterwards, and I think it's made me a bit more teeth conscious, as you can say.
Well, it's been a pleasure getting to treat you and meet you.
It's been a pleasure.
What's next with Team GB?
Well, we'll see. Everything's a bit in the dark at the minute because of obviously everything's going on with COVID and all the new restrictions. Unfortunately, I've got no races this season now, but we're getting our head down, and I'm doing as much as I can to come out fighting next year.
All right. So what does that involve in preparation?
Yeah. So the training will just be now that there's no races going on. We'll just be heavy in the gym, lots on the track. And mentally, I'll be working well. And now my teeth hygiene is ticked off as well. And like I say, it's I know it's nothing little, but you never know. That could be one extra bit of confidence. It's something else that's not in your head on race day.
Fantastic. Well, all the best with your career.